Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to break down some of these different columns, and you've got performance, delivery, engagement, video engagement. So you've got all these kind of like pre-built filtered ones, but you can also customize these columns. So what I'm talking about is columns. You've got the campaign name, you got the results. So how many, right here you're looking at how many leads were in this weight loss challenge thing right here, how much it cost per lead, how much was spent. The frequency is basically how often it's shown to your audience, and I actually like to shoot for 1.5 over a 7-day time span. So we come over here and we do this hasn't ran for a while, so it's gonna be hard, but since it's lifetime and this was over the course of months, the 1.6 is totally fine. So if we come up here and we do last 7 days, if we're looking at the frequency, which like I said, this is a demo account now and I don't really run ads on here, but I shoot for this in the last 7 days to be out 1.5. Okay, so then we got unique clicks. We got all these different things that you can go through and see, like delivery. It's going to give you a little bit different information. Let's just go back to lifetime. So we actually have some data in here. The reach, like how many people reached, cost per 1,000 people reached. So that's CPM. So it's cost per milla, which milla in Latin means 1,000. So it's basically that's where the terminology came from, by the way. So that's where it's saying like, okay, how much it costs to reach 1,000 people, which is 20 bucks. So you've got all these different breakdowns, across per device, performance, and clicks. Typically what I use is either the performance, which is the default, or sometimes I do performance and clicks, or if I'm running a video ad, I like to do the video engagement because it shows you, okay, how much it costs per 3-second view, 10-second view, and so on. Or you got like the 25% video watch, 50%, 75. These aren't video ad campaigns, so obviously that's why it's not showing up any data there. Okay, now another thing you can do is customize the columns. Now this one is really big, and this is something that you want to go through and do when you're setting up your own custom conversions, custom audiences, all that stuff. So what we're gonna do, this took forever to pop up, but like let's jump over here and let's go into custom conversions. Okay, so we want to initially set up some custom conversions. So like let's say we'll set up a custom conversion for leads generated, okay, or appointment set, and then also a custom conversion for sales that actually go through. Okay, so once this pulls up here in a second, we'll go through and we'll make sure that those custom conversions are set, and then I'll show you how to go through and customize the columns, because then it's really nice. Because what happens is, and let's go over here to the demo account just so we're not messing anything up. So what happens is you go through and you can see how much you spent per day, okay, what your daily budget is, how much you've spent in total, how many leads were generated, your cost per lead, your cost per sale, how many sales were made, and you just get a whole bunch of data here. Okay, so if we come on here and let's create a custom conversion. So let's say that this is our lead page that we're generating leads from. Okay, so this is kind of like a little Facebook ads mini course that I've got right here. So anyone that hits this URL right here, that means they have become a lead in our system, right? So it's just very basic. Hey, I'm sending you the email, whatever. So they've opted in already. So now I'm going to go over here and create a custom conversion for anyone that's coming through there. I'm going to say they have now become a lead. So we'll just say Facebook ads mini course, and then we'll say lead. Okay, so now we can come down here and we'll say they are a lead, and then you can give them a value once it comes to the purchase. Once we set that up here in a second, we'll actually give that a value for this one. You maybe have an idea of what the lead value is to you, but for me, I just kind of leave that blank for the leads because I haven't actually made money right out of the gate. So now we've got that Facebook ads mini course, the lead for this custom conversion right here. Okay, so you can see no activity yet, all good. If we just come here, we refresh that page, and then we come back over here and refresh this, it should show that it is active. Okay, so you can see it's active right now, and make sure you guys get your Facebook pixels on all these pages. We've already kind of covered that, so that's why we haven't gone in and put the pixel on, so we don't need to get those details in this video. So we've got the Facebook ads mini course, that lead we're going to be able to have in one of those columns over here. So we'll have like the daily budget, the lead costs, or the leads that are generated, how many leads, the lead cost, amount spent, cost per sale, how many sales, how much money is made, all that stuff in here. Okay, so if we come back over here, now this is our so we had our Facebook ads mini course. This is our Facebook ads actual full-on course. So it's $1,000 value. So if we pull this up right here, if somebody's clicked right here, or if they've hit this URL, that means they have become a buyer, right? So now we're going to come over here to custom conversions, create a custom conversion, and we'll say anyone that hits this URL right there, we'll say 6-figure ads buyer. So this point they are a purchase, and this is a $997 value. And I don't know why it does this, guys. It's pretty weird why you just put the 99700, but it shows you like the dollar amount down here. It's kind of weird, but anyway, whatever. So we hit create, we go through, we hit done, good stuff. Okay, so now if you want to go through and get this active and all that stuff, you just refresh both pages, but you guys kind of get how that all works, right? So we're gonna come back here and let's refresh this page, just because we just created 2 new custom conversions. So we want to make sure that Facebook is pulling those new custom conversions that we just created, because as we're gonna go through and customize these columns, we'll want to make sure that it's doing that. So now what we'll do is come over here to the columns. We'll go down to customize columns, and this will pull up a little modal here in a second. My computer's going a little bit slow right here. And then we can go through and we can detail out what we want the columns to be. Okay, so like the campaign name, I like that. I don't really care about errors. Delivery, nope, nope, nope. So I just kind of like go through, and these are all based off of more of the video views. So we can just start from scratch right here. Okay, so what I like to do is I kind of like to set it up where you got the campaign name, okay, and then the number of leads that were generated, the cost per lead, and then typically like the number of sales, cost per sale, how much money I'm making from there, and then how much what the daily budget is and how much was spent. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go find all of those different things that we want to have included. Okay, so for example, conversions, these are like the custom conversions we just set up. So if we want to come down here and find those custom conversions that we have set up. Okay, so you can see right here, this is the 6-figure ads mini course. This is the lead right there, right? Then we've got the 6-figure ads buyer, which I'm just getting them out here, and then we're in a little bit later we're gonna go through and make sure that we've got them in the right order that we want them in. Okay, so you can see I've kind of gone through and I've like been finding all these. You've got so like down here in the conversions area, this is where you're gonna find them all. Okay, so cost per action right here, you just go through and you kind of takes a second to get into the right category. But you see website custom conversions. So we've got the 6-figure ads, Facebook ads mini course, the leads. Then we've got the cost per website conversion. So that will show, this one up here will show the number of conversions. So like this 5, 10, 15, however many. This will show us how much it cost us to get that conversion. Okay, how much we had to spend before getting that. So cost per 6-figure ads buyer, cost per Facebook ads mini course lead. And then another thing that I like to do is see, so I've got the campaign name, the Facebook ads mini course lead, so like how many leads were generated, the cost of the lead, okay, our budget, okay, like how much like are we spending like per day, okay, 6-figure ads buyers, how many buyers that we had, the cost per 6-figure ads buyer, and then this is the 6-figure ads buyer conversion value. Okay, so that means that like we put in that value 997. So if it shows right here, we've had 5 buyers and then 997 value, that would be 5 times the 997. Then we can see like our cost per sale right there. So let's say it's costing us $300 right here, and to get a $997 sale, then we're in the money and we're good. And then right here, I also like to add, let's search here, amount spent. Okay, so I can kind of get a whole thing right there. So if we just hit apply, it's going to go through and apply that right there. And then we just come over here and we say we can save this. Okay, so I like to save this, and then I will say 6-figure ads, and then we'll just say like the 997 course, and then we'll just hit save right there. And then you can see we've got, okay, so this one right here, And this obviously this not showing any data because one, we haven't ran the ads, and two, these campaigns are not set up for that. But you would see how many leads you generated. So how many leads from this campaign right here. Okay, so like if we were running our Facebook ads to this landing page right here, how many leads we were actually getting, and then how much it costs per lead, break that down, our budget, and then how many buyers. So like if we come over here to, if we're after that lead page, oh, ClickFunnels has got an error, something like that right now. So so then once they go through, and if that next sales page we're sending them to, how many people are buying from there, it'll list the numbers. So it'd be like, let's say we've got 100 leads right here, and we've got 1 or 2 buyers right there. It'll show the cost. So based on how much it costs to get the leads, how much it costs, like let's say it's maybe $300, and then if there's one right here, it'll show $997 right there, because for every 6-figure ads buyer, it's a $997 value to us. Okay, so maybe 5 times $997 and so on, and then we would see the amount spent. So at this point, we can kind of see how profitable and how valuable all of our ads are, all of our campaigns. We can see how many leads we're getting, the cost per lead, which we dive in here. We can kind of see like which ad sets are performing better than others. Maybe some are performing extremely well, maybe some are not performing that well. And then we could even click in here and take a look at the ads, how each ad is performing on the leads side of things, cost per lead, as far as sales go. Because it's interesting, sometimes you'll see ads that are getting great cost per lead, but the cost per sale actually is not that great, because the ad is not setting that person up to be the mindset of a buyer, right? So that's something you got to go through and kind of take a look at. But go and use the customized columns in here. Go break it down like this. This is the format I like to use. You might find your own format that you like, but I kind of like to just take a look at the leads, cost per lead, how many sales I've gotten from it, cost per sale, how much did it cost to get a $1,000 sale. If it's costing $800-900 to get a $1,000 sale, yeah, you're still like break even / making a little bit of money, but it's not that great. And then from that, how much are you actually making? And then I like to see total amount spent. So like if we're getting 10 sales right here, and that's getting $9,997 from this right here, then how much did we spend to actually make that $10,000 right there? So anyway, guys, go in, take a look at the Facebook columns right here. Kind of take a look. You guys can check out my format that I've got right here. Set up your own format, but I like kind of looking at these core basic things. These are my kind of like KPI, so like the key performance indicators that I like to go through and look at and know all about when I'm running my ads. And so anyway, guys, if you guys do have questions on this, go ahead, post those in the Facebook group, and we're here to help you guys. So with that said, I will see you in the next video.